Yo, welcome to In the Bonus, a hoop show for hoop heads. My name is Elias Omar, aka Av. I got my brother Luck right
Yo,
there
yo,
down at the
yo.
bottom, holding it down, and of course, handling all the technical aspects on the one and twos. We got Slick Rick. But yeah, let's get into it, man.
All right.
Why don't you set us off, Vic?
Yeah, man. So let me bring our compadres, our comrades in. They're already in the building.
All
We
right.
got Dawn and Sean back one more again. Peace, fellas.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
How y'all been?
Good, maintaining, man. Just up right now, doing homework right now. I'm back in school right now because I had a little recess.
Nice.
Yeah,
Knock it out, brother. Knock it out.
Celebrating the 51st birthday,
Oh,
Yeah.
congrats, man.
Happy birthday.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, man.
On the 5th. Thank you. Yeah, man. Shoot. Then they tried to have a snowstorm here in Charlotte. It was nothing, of course. You couldn't even make snowballs. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But
Hey, Sean, you got a happy birthday message, bro.
oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
Chevy.
Thank you very much.
That's real cool, man. That's real cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know what time it is. Like every show at this time before we get started, we enter in the world of where culture and life meets hoop streets.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Hoop.
So we're gonna talk
Yes.
about all of the weird, wacky, wonderful things that make hoop worthwhile. We're gonna get a little political tonight, so we're gonna need Don and Sean on their game. We're gonna need Av and Luck on their game because we got some interesting things to talk about where hoops meets politics and some fun stuff too. So we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. So who heard about this Danny Wolf kid, man? The 7-foot center who's playing point guard for Michigan.
Oh, yes, sir. I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, so let's get right into it
Tough.
on Hoop Streets, man. Let's
He's
feature
very
Danny
tough.
Wolf. Let's feature a little Danny Wolf piece on Hoop Streets. And,
Yeah.
let's get right to it. I'll only play about a minute, 2 minutes,
Okay.
because he's rocking. And what's ill about it is he was feasting on some small teams at first, man, like Tarleton and Elbow State, Neat Tech. And everybody was like, oh, he doing good versus them teams, but wait till he play real competition. And all
Word.
he did was put a double-double up against USC
Mm.
and Wisconsin, giving it to them boys. So let's feature Danny Wolf, Hoop Streets. Let's talk about it in the bonus.
I mean, it's only appropriate, seeing how it's about the 7-footers this weekend, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, as you can see, this young man here, he's coming from a certain lineage, coming from the Ralph Sampson lineage, pushing it forward. But, like all those that come in the line of Ralph Sampson, they have adjustments that they've made through the decades. You can see these 7-footers are becoming a little more nimble and a little more skilled with dribbling that ball. Yep, there we go.
Then he gonna get it.
Yeah.
Now that sequence was good, man, because he faked the pass,
Mm-hmm.
kicked out to the key, and then got the bucket. Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this kid
And he
playing
getting
like
blocked.
Bill Fitcher's wet dream, because Bill Fitcher was the coach that gave Ralph Sampson the chance to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
I think they got 2 7-footers, Michigan.
Yeah.
Twin Towers. Well,
Yeah, they keep passing to each other.
word. You got a point
And they're
center.
good, and they're good passes.
You got an actual down low post-up center and a point center.
They are killing them with that high pick and roll. Here it comes.
Real talk.
Look at the dude. Yeah.
Look at that move.
Your inside hand, yo, that's skillful for a
That's
big man.
skillful, brother. I've seen him
Psycho
shake up-
T.
Yeah,
That's
I've seen him
Psycho
shake up
T.
a little
If they
dude.
would let him get the game on.
Yeah, I seen him shake up a little dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
He shook up a 6-footer. I was like, oh shoot.
He's really tough.
Nah, he looked good, bro. He looked good.
Yeah.
Honestly, when y'all had mentioned him, you know, before in planning for the show, I didn't know nothing about him because I ain't go front like my watching college hoops has fallen off. You know what I mean? Since
You and I both.
all the good players bounce after like a year, so it's like, you know what I mean. But so I didn't really know about him. But he looks skilled, bro. He looks very skilled to be that big.
He looks skilled, man.
Very skilled.
And he has NBA size. So
yeah, he got good weight on him. His weight don't look bad at all.
He's not a skinny.
Right? Like he's in between physically, he's in between Wemby and Joker.
Yeah.
Hey Don, let me ask you a question. I don't know if you're busy doing what you're doing, but do you think he's the evolution of the Nowitzki type of player that we've seen as of late? Dirk.
I think he can fit that Dirk Nowitzki type of style. He looks like he got a little bit. Actually, the strength on the kid looks amazing just in itself. I mean, the footwork is definitely there for him, but I think body wise, he looked like he's definitely stronger than Dirk already at that size and weight. And I think this the flexibility on how he shoots. I think it's going to be a big difference for him. I can actually see the kid. Depends on what is he, a freshman?
Yeah.
I can see the kid. I would say within his sophomore year. Depends on how Michigan, I guess, flows. I can see the kid coming out after his sophomore year and actually being in the top 5.
Yeah.
You think he's going to be in demand that much? Luck, what do you think?
I think he'll be. Yeah. I think he's going to be top 5.
Oh wow!
Absolutely, top 5 coming out of college. Hell yeah!
Yeah,
easy.
I like the stab on the key. That showed me everything I needed to know. He's got an IQ. You know what I mean? He's got a b-ball IQ. It's not all talent.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, he's a problem.
Yeah,
he's a problem.
Yeah, that was hot. All right, man. Let's keep it moving. We're gonna get a little political on hoop streets. You know what I'm saying? Because ball is life, right? Dwight Howard. Let me show the video first, and then I'll show the clip about what the brother's going through. And I know we kind of picked him last show, but he went through some things where his freedom of speech was stifled, and I always wanted to know what hoopers thought of the political world blending into the hoop world. Shut up and dribble. That whole thing.
Yeah.
You know. Well, let me put up the thing while I'm looking for the clip. So that's a little kind of teaser into what is going on with him. And I'll let him explain it in his own words. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to find it.
Oh, good.
All right, here we go. All right, let's check out what Dwight Howard talking about.
Free Palestine. And I dang near got kicked out the league for it. And I'm like trying to figure out why. So I tweet Free Palestine. Less than 10 minutes after I tweet that, I get a call from the commissioner of the NBA.
Stop it.
Agents, people like working with my foundation at the time, Texas, you gotta erase this tweet. You gotta take this down. You're gonna get it. I'm like, what did I do that was so bad?
Can somebody explain to me?
Yeah, can somebody explain? And it was just like because I went against the grain. I said something that people didn't like, and now
not people didn't like, they didn't like.
So now it's like I gotta stand on what I believe and how I feel, and not go back on it.
Yeah.
And when you're in the league, you be in that place where if I say too much, if I say something, I may not get a job no more.
That's that 70% of people that's out the league that got you.
I gotta hold my tongue a couple years.
All right. So that's the Dwight Howard clip.
Okay. So this is a situation that happened while he was in the league.
Yeah.
So this okay. I was under the impression it was like something recent. You know what I mean? Because I
Right.
was wondering, like, why you even care, bro? But yeah, that makes 100%. That makes 100% sense. Yeah,
Yeah, they strong armed him.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So Sean, tell me what you think of this, man. In your experience, what do you feel? How do you feel about, and what do you think rather about when the political blends in with hoops and the whole piece?
As long as you don't tell the truth, you're all right. But
They
once
will
you
keep it
start
free.
hitting on, once you start doing your research, like in the beginning of Ukraine and all that war, and you start doing your research, and then you start being like, "Yo, this ain't the way it is." Whenever you're trying to be um, any type of activist
Mm.
in the situations like with Kyrie and Nike and Kanye and Adidas and things like that, they know who's in charge, you know. And if you're not team them, you're team nobody. They'll get you out of there, you
Mm.
know. And they'll also exile you. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So, you know, look at Raouf, Mahmoud
Yep.
Abdul Raouf for
Yeah.
and
Fact. Fact.
Craig Hodges when he went to the White House and he had his stuff on and he was trying to get them to, you know, well, since y'all are the biggest thing since sliced bread on the planet, yo, look, man, we need this. You know, I'm here as a representative. Oh, nah, we ain't trying to hear that. You know, because the people that he didn't mention, they run everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They run everything, including what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? They're making it possible for it to be visually seen. So, you know,
Mm.
once you don't go team them, it's a wrap.
Mm.
But see, he can sleep at night though. You dig? It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of them people out there can't sleep at night due to going team them. They know they want to be with Palestine, but because that's the truth. But they're like, man, they're gonna take my mansion. They're gonna confiscate my Lexus. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
You know, he has morals. Once you show morals, they're like, and principles. Oh no, leave that to the school system. You know.
Do you think, Don? Do you think this has the weight of the Muhammad Ali piece, or can the Muhammad Ali piece give you more insight as to how to deal with something like this if you're an athlete of Dwight Howard's caliber?
I mean, you know, like Sean said, I mean, I find it, I don't know, I find it hypocritical because, and the reason why I say that is because Silverman, which I didn't even know until my brother told me sometime last year, as they say in personal preference, I didn't know he was gay. And the thing I say with that, what the connection is, because you have a person that I know you guys remember the two twins from Stanford, the one that came out and said he was gay. He's a coach
Yep,
now,
yep.
whatever, what have you.
Collins brothers.
And yeah, and the thing was, they were trying to kind of blackball him in certain instances, I guess, until he had the LGBT crew behind him and everybody, you know, was going for it. And it's like now, Silverman, you're being a hypocrite because you're one of those that fight for the LGBT. You fight for certain things. So again, as it comes, quote unquote, when do we actually have that freedom of speech, as they say? Because at the end of the day, it's not really there. It's really not there because he's saying what he expressing what he's feeling, and yet you guys are calling him saying this. He's losing sponsorships over here for whatever, what have you. And for what? And then you want to get in the public and like, oh, well, you know, this and that and the third, but you're being a hypocrite. Silverman, you're being a hypocrite. Flat out.
So now they want to say, look, now they want to say that Silverman wants to come out and say that Dwight Howard's claim is false. And like we talk about on the Real HD show, me and you, they run to the internet to scrub all evidence of their wrongdoings off the internet before, there could be any trace of them being culpable for any of that. You know what I mean? But if he said, if they calling his foundation, bro, they're like, come on, he trying to help the babies, and you trying to stifle that? All
Yeah, that
because
ain't right. That
talk
ain't
to us,
right.
man. Talk to us about that.
That ain't right at all. You know what I mean? That ain't right at all. That's why, it's it's like my man Sean said, business ball. You know what I'm saying? Silverman is playing business ball. Silverman is standing on his culture too. Think about it. Silverman.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say. If we're going to keep it, he mentioned the agents called him. If we're going to keep it funky, like the vast majority of individuals in tertiary positions, I'm not talking about owners, but as far as like agents, in aspects of the media or whatever, not only in the NBA, but in the entertainment business and in general, are individuals of Jewish, descent, of Jewish ethnicity. So him saying free Palestine, it's gonna strike a nerve with some of those individuals who are against that. And that's going back to David Stern, bro. You know what I mean? That's it's ingrained in sports business. So, and if you look at all the agents, man, you know what I mean? The vast majority of them are individuals who are Jewish. So it's like.
So is this another shut up and dribble moment, y'all?
Yes, definitely. Shut up and dunk.
I think it is because again, Luck can contest to this. When I first got in college, it was me not knowing about my culture until God rest his soul, Professor J really sat down and spoke to me about certain things that I knew nothing about my family. And when he asked me, he says, Donald, do you know where your last name Manager come from? And to me, being young and naive, I'm like, using the N-word, like, yeah, whatever, this and that. Yeah, I know it's black and that. He was like, no, it's not.
Right.
And he brought it to me. He was like, did your parents ever tell you that your grandfather was German? And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm like, But I did my own research. And when I spoke to my dad about it, my dad actually had a history book of my family and sat down and spoke to me about things. And he was like, yeah, your grandfather's Caucasian. And, this why, X, Y, and Z. And then it was even to the point where at that point, I'm going back 20 plus years ago, where we had a nursing home actually in my last name. It was in South Carolina. It got sold, but all of these things I didn't know. So what it brings back to now is like, you don't know what somebody's background heritage is, and at the end of the day, you can't assume something and be judgmental because you figure you know everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's just, it's just like my last name, Stafford. I know it from Fort Mill, South Carolina. You understand? But then we have people in Monroe as well, North Carolina. And the thing with me was my family on sides, the old school, or the families weren't really getting along. And I'm like, well, why y'all acting like that when most likely one of the, the slave owners, because my name really come from England, Stafford. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew right off the rip. And I was like, well, check this out. Do you think that your slave owners over here and our slave owners over there ain't related? They ain't brothers and sisters? You don't think they was together? Now it's time for us to get together just like that, because they're under the same bloodline, and we're really.
So that's a great segue to my last question on this, right? Do y'all believe? Why do y'all think? And maybe Av could start on this one. Why do y'all think that the Union doesn't do more to protect a league of more than 80% black players if you know that black players can potentially be Muslim, they could potentially have these, indigent issues from where they're from, and politics can bleed into sports at any moment. What's the point of their union if they're not going to protect the players from things like this, from the bullying, from the brass?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you think about that?
And I think in their mindset, they are protecting the players because they're doing what it was built to do, is protect the players financially. You feel me? So they're gonna advise you to shut up. They're gonna advise. I'm not in the room, so I don't know specifically, but I would think that, as you know, in on the aspect of business and as businessmen, they're gonna tell you, okay, shut up, keep your $1 million coming into your account every, you know what I'm saying, month or whatever, and don't stand on that. You know what I'm saying? And that makes sense for some individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody is making LeBron money. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to play for 10, 15, 20 years. Some dudes just going to play for 2 years. So it makes sense for them to shut up. But individuals that are in a position that of authority and of power as far as players, they shouldn't be scared to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't. They shouldn't be. And that's all I feel on that.
Who is the president now?
I think it's last I knew it was CJ McCollum.
Wait, the president right now for the
Players Association.
I thought it was Brown. I thought it was Jaylen Brown.
No,
I thought it was Jaylen Brown too.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Last time I thought it was CJ. But
Jaylen Brown, okay, let me say this. Jaylen Brown was the president when Kyrie was going through his stuff. He was the president at that point in time.
Oh, damn! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he took over after Chris Paul.
Apparently so.
So you think they have you think they have limited power to move against things like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, it is. God, I just looked it up. It is like you said, AV. It is CJ McCollum, and
okay.
And the executive director is Iguodala.
Right. Okay. Now that makes sense. That's what. Okay. Yeah.
Jaylen Brown stepped down. Okay.
Yeah. Because the Nike did it.
They need to tighten up ship to protect these players, but we're gonna keep it moving. Let us know at home how you feel about that international incident. Should Dwight Howard have his right to speak and speak his mind and have his freedom of speech, or should he capitulate and bend the knee to the NBA execs? All right, keeping it international and real funky on hoops, right? Hoop streets. We are gonna go into a video about two international cats that came to the cage. Sean, they came to the cage in New York City, and they challenged George the Messiah to a one-on-one game, and we're gonna watch it. We gonna watch the results.
Fitness ball versus street ball, Sean. Your kind of thing.
Oh my gosh!
Fitness ball versus street ball.
Brit ball versus street ball.
Oh my gosh! This dweeb. Oh, they about to get what they want. Hold on. Hey, I'm old school. Look.
That's how we used to give it to them, right, Sean? That's how we used to give it to them.
Give it to them. Look, there it is. Look. Get off me.
There you go.
Look.
The Knicks on. Got the Knick jersey on. Get off me.
And he got the Hokers on. Look at this. Hey, come on.
Hey, do me a favor. Carry it for a minute. I got to grab my charger.
Got you.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
Give him that work.
Oh, he gone. Look. Give it.
Give me that.
Look. Get off me.
Get that business ball out of here. That business defense.
Take that. Oh, look at you. Oh. Take your sneakers off, bruh.
Yo, he played him.
Oh, come on.
Yo, he played him.
Yeah.
Yo.
Come on, bruh.
Yo,
hey.
Don, that's how y'all did it out in Rockaway, right, Don?
That's that bully ball.
Yeah,
bully ball. Yeah.
That's that Rockaway ball. That's how y'all did it in Rockaway.
That's that real ball I miss, man. They playing too much ball right now.
They're good basketball, man. Because it made you.
You see that look right there on his face? That's that my
Yeah.
house, my house,
That's
my
mine.
house.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that ball when you get pushed, you hit that goddamn gate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, down in that cage. Oh my God. Hey man, I have hit the gate. Yo, I thought I was part of the gate down there in West Falls.
Yeah,
What?
listen, that I used to call that the Thunderdome, man.
Yeah. The boy said, come here, Long Island. You think you tough, Long Island? I go, man. One thing about it though.
Sean,
Huh?
you remember one morning me, you, and Ruben walked from 34th Street all the way over there, and we gave them some work, and we gave them some
Gave him
work.
the work though. Gave him some nice work. But man, let me tell you about that West Fall. They throwing them bows like Atlanta. You know how they?
Right. That's right.
Hey, yo,
that's right.
Oh, you think you tough? You think you're nice? Okay, little slender man, we're gonna show you something. Wah, wah, wah. But that's how I got tough though.
Yep.
You know, and then playing that type of ball make you work on your footwork, so you actually gain more creativity through playing that way. You know what I'm saying?
All right. There's a part 2 to this. Check this out.
Really? We had fun with that one already. That was a lot of fun by itself.
Where you gonna head it at? Where? Right here. Where you throwing it? Where? Over the hoop. Oh, I want to see this. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see this. Oh!
With the boots on.
Oh my God!
Look.
Ran through traffic.
He crazy.
Yeah, he ran through traffic. You know,
hey.
He was celebrating like it was the Wiz or something.
I'd have lost that horse game. I'd have lost that horse game.
It's nothing like New York, man. New York is beautiful, man. Beautiful. Right. Heaven is a playground, man.
Let's keep it pushing. So that was really good, and now we got to get into a little something more salty, a little something more crazier. Okay. We got to make sure we educating the young men so they don't do stupid things with their time and their liberty, man. So I'm going through World Star to get some clips and look at some things. And this young man did something really dumb. Tragic situation with him. I will put the clip on right now so you can see what happened with him. And folks at home, man, these video games and these opportunities for you to vicariously live out through these entertainment athletes, man, it's not worth your life and your liberty, man. It's really not. Let's watch this real quick. Watch a minute of it, and then we can talk about it on the other side, Hoop Streets.
Because he was upset at a video game. Sadly, prosecutors do not expect the child to survive. It happened in an apartment near 42nd and Good Hope on Election Day. Investigative reporter James Stratton is outside the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And James, we have to warn our viewers the details of this case are disturbing to read and to share.
They are disturbing to read and to share, Derek. This criminal complaint states that baby's brain injury is so severe, as you mentioned, he is not expected to survive. His dad, Jalen White, still here at the Milwaukee County Jail. Prosecutors could upgrade the charges against him.
Tonight, disturbing new details about child abuse prosecutors say unfolded inside this Milwaukee apartment. Police say 20-year-old Jalen White was playing NBA 2K, and he was, quote, down 2 points in the fourth quarter of the game and became frustrated when he threw his 8-month-old son against the wall.
Jalen White, 24 CF 5334.
In court Saturday, prosecutors charged White with physical abuse of a child and neglecting a child, causing great bodily harm.
The defendant has confessed to this incident. The defendant is also the only person with the ability and the opportunity to inflict this harm on the victim.
The criminal complaint states White told detectives, quote, I heard the wall. It was hard on his head. It was hard. It was a loud, hard wall, end quote. Later saying, quote, I heard the impact of the wall after I tossed him. Prosecutors say the baby has a traumatic brain injury and is not expected to survive. If the child does die, prosecutors will upgrade the charges to homicide.
This is likely going to become a homicide. This is a level of...
All right. Over a game of 2K, like, for real.
Yo, son.
Your reactions. Look, go ahead.
Yo, son, real talk. Bury him under the jail, bro. And I'm saying it, bro. Bury him under the jail, bro. Like, that is something, he said he heard the crack after he sent his kid into the war, or as he sent his kid into the war. You should have heard the crack before you did it, and don't do it, bro. It's a basketball game. I don't care if the kid, is a colicky child. You know what I'm saying? Look, I've been in situations with colicky kids. You know what I mean? So I know what it is when they cry and they wake you up 3 a.m. after you put them to bed at 11 at night. I know about it. I actually been through it. I've been through home birth. I helped deliver a baby at home. So I get all of this. Bury him under the jail, bro. If and only if they can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that he did that. And it appears that he said he did it himself. Under the jail, bro. And that's it. I'm done with that. Yeah. That's it.
Oh my God.
I'm done with that, bro. I'm done.
I mean,
I'm tight right now.
My thing is, like you said, I agree with you on 110%. My thing is, first of all, nobody's looking at the fact that I'm gonna throw the game out the goddamn area.
Exactly.
This kid had a problem from the beginning, and he's had issues that was there that everybody should be fucking thrown in jail. Excuse my language, because you don't allow somebody to watch your child that had mental issues from the beginning. And for me, looking at his kid, that dude's face, he had issues. It ain't got nothing to do with a game. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He had issues. He had issues that was there. And it's like that reoccurrence, it just ignited something. He didn't want to watch the kid from the beginning, probably. The mother, whoever the mother is for the child, or whoever it is in the family, they left this dude to watch this child knowing probably that he had issues. So for me, God forgive me, they kill him in jail, I wouldn't lose sleep.
Right.
Yeah. Later on, they actually arrested the mother. The mother was at work, and they actually
she should be.
She should be.
And then they later released the mother because the father said, the young man who was the father said, or is the father, said that she had nothing to do with it. It was all me.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Well, I'm sorry. I'll wait till y'all finish.
No, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay. When that child dies, you know what? I would say give them the torture chamber, but then no, let them die slow. Let them put both of them in population, and just like the firing squad, but no firing squad, you get all the punishments that jail can provide for you for your whole lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
put them down there with Hannibal Lecter and let all of them people go ahead and get them.
I couldn't stomach that, man. I couldn't stomach it. I just hearing the concept of what he did and hearing all of that stuff, like in his face, it showed like he had no remorse.
No remorse.
He had no remorse there in his face. I mean, the devil was staring right in that judge's face.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all a question. When we're in college and we go through those benders with our peoples and we playing the game and we up till we having our tournament, right? You tournament and out, right? We playing for laundry money, and we gonna play the game. We gonna play Madden and we gonna play 2K and putting up quarters and laundry money and all that fun stuff. And then right before the game comes on, they say, this may cause dizziness, this may cause shock, dementia,
seizures.
Seizures. Viewers' discretion advised. Players' discretion advised. Are we being, when we buy these games and parents buy the games for the kids, are we being as thoughtful as we can be as to the fact of how all those flashing lights may affect your state of mind, your reactions, your hyperactivity, your heart rate, your adrenaline factor? What's the panel think about that?
The euphoria of the games.
Right. The rush, serotonin levels.
Yeah.
Because I told. Oh, go ahead, Ab.
No, I was just gonna say real quick. I mean, First of all, the games ain't like when we was coming up, when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm an avid 2K player myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll be playing on the PlayStation, whatnot. But it's a lot more realistic, and I can understand you playing online. Not understand what he did, but I can understand when an individual's playing online. You know, you got dudes talking smack in your ears, and you get into it, and you enjoying the game, and you in the moment, and you hype. Man, ain't no way in hell. I'm not. I'm even allowing the frustration of this little game that doesn't even actually exist. You know what I'm saying? To allow me to hurt another individual in real time. You know what I'm saying? Worst thing I'm gonna do is throw my controller.
Yeah, throw the controller.
Worst case scenario, and I'm not doing that because it costs money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That part.
But I think it's that dudes don't have a concept of what's real, man. They lose track of what's real, what's important. You know what I mean? Now that's more a testament, not even of the game, but of society and a lot, unfortunately, a lot of our youth on the whole. You know what I'm saying?
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Vic, you know what's crazy though, Vic? Is like,
what's up?
Okay, because I'm hearing what you guys saying, that he was watching this child, right? It wasn't even his child. He was watching the child.
Wait. Hold up. It was his child, correct?
No, that was his child.
Oh, that was his child. Okay.
He just happened to be the one at home watching the child.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. You know, but what's crazy is that this guy, he didn't throw the TV, he didn't throw the controller, he threw his own child. It's the craziest concept.
He never wanted the kid.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to make that's what everybody needs to see. It goes back to what I said from the beginning of my conversation, is that this dude had mental issues from the beginning. And the baby mama knew it. The rest of the family probably goddamn knew it. But as they all say, everybody want to brush something to the side. He'll be okay. He's all right or whatever. Maybe he smokes too much marijuana, da. No, that dude got mental unstability. Period.
Yeah.
Discussion on that, man, because it's crazy. How do you do that? You physically grab a little child that weighs maybe 20, 30 pounds at most, and you do something like that, bro? They need to throw you against the wall, my man.
Yeah.
We got Chevy saying something. Bet there will be other form of abuse. This was not the first time. She right.
That makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. Like you said, Av, I'm going back to Nintendo. We all sitting here. Double Dribble was one of my favorite basketball games. Back in the days, you know what I'm saying? And that game, man, I used to get people frustrated because, you know, when you dunk, the screen get bigger. You know that it was all fun and games because you sit there with your boys, and we never sat there and get out my house and because you just beat me. Come on, like
right.
I just didn't. Like I said, man, that kid got mental issues, man, and that's where everybody made their mistake leaving that child with him.
Yeah. Well, I've experienced a really, a beloved friend of mine. Shout out to my man D. I ain't gonna say his whole name, but shout out to my man D. We did an all night 2K Madden tournament, and then he wound up getting sick after that.
Yeah.
He had to go to the hospital for complication. I'm not gonna tell his complications on the air in case people know. The impact of him doing an all nighter, because we were trying to repeat what we was doing in school. You know what I mean? Just a fella's night. You doing your thing. You watch the game. You play 2K Madden. Y'all been there before.
Right.
So we were just trying to have relax, blow off some steam, and he actually got hurt off of that. The images and the graphics and the photosensitivity that the game emits hurt him.
Yeah.
He got to the hospital for that, man. And then we, at first when you see something like that, you don't know what to do. But then, we did CPR, rescue breathing, and then we got him up out of there, called 911, and boom. But, that shit is scared the hell out you. You find people's pupils is dilating. And isn't that the same thing they do when they do them like psyops? Don't they? When they trying to hypnotize you and put you under, They trying to make sure your pupils is dilated. Well, if this game is dilating people's pupils and changing their whole mind frames into these really rabid,
Yeah.
aggressive people, man, they need to curb the way these games are being made. And yo, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer for life. I've been gaming forever since Rob, Nintendo Rob, with the little video game robot.
Yeah, with the robot.
That's how far I go back with it, right? But if it's hurting people, then check how you manufacturing these things, so you know that the light sensitivity isn't taking people in the wrong direction. You know what I mean?
And you know, Vic, that's why, like, even today with my son, my 16-year-old son, I don't, his mom, I give her all the credit because she don't condone the shooting games. Because with her, it's like, she'll call me and be like, if you're gonna get your son some games, please don't buy him X, Y, and Z, because nowadays they not like us. When we played duck hunt, we wasn't trying to go outside and trying to find a duck to shoot or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's like now these shooting games, it gets their mindset to get on the computer. Let me buy a gun. How easy is it to buy a gun? Buying a gun is like buying a piece of bubble gum right now.
Yeah.
You
can walk out.
Yeah, man. And and I feel for your friend, you know what I'm saying? But it's there, and it's sad, man, how these games have just mindset wise taken over all our kids, man.
Yeah. It's you have to understand too. Ever since Sega Dreamcast, right? They've been working on creating another world, and the other world is the metaverse. Remember to be at the meta glasses.
Yep.
Now they made these smart TVs. You don't even need a head thing anymore, right? You can speak through the TV. So people are buying real estate and all of this stuff. Like, I don't know if y'all ever heard about Snoop Dogg buying real estate in the metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes,
Pay like like people are making themselves like how we would do ourselves, same features and everything.
Yep.
And you're walking around. It's like a sim game, but it's another world for real. You're opening another portal. That's why when you was talking about your friend, I had one of those seizures back in the days playing baseball on I think it was Nintendo.
Oh wow.
We was playing baseball, because we sat up there all day, and I had a seizure like that too.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. I got identified with that, but now it's more likely to happen because you're actually looking into another world that is just as real as the world we're living in.
Wow.
Oh, let me do a shameless plug real quick. Go ahead and read Chevy's comment, love.
Yep. She said desensitize them to violence, talking about those violent video games. Like, like when Don was saying that his son's mom wasn't going to allow those games to be bought. So I guess she dropped that comment when she heard that. And it's true. It does desensitize people. It does, because when you I know I'm going in, but you know what? Like when you look at the situation that happened upstate, when dude went up inside that grocery store and was shooting people and whatnot, he shot the security guard, armed security guard. If you look at him, he was moving like the video game. You know what I mean? The whole physical body movement, it was like the video game because he had the camera on his hat and all of that.
Yeah, he had the GoPro. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Halo 3.
Hey man, let's keep it moving. We hope that at the very least, man, I hope that family gets to patch up their find some peace, man. The baby probably isn't going to be the same. The family isn't going to be the same, but I wish them peace. Peace and healing for them. You know what I mean? All right, man. We're gonna keep it moving. And last one on Hoop Streets is I wanted to get y'all opinion, and I'm glad Don and Shauna on, because this is a lighter topic. After such a heavy one, Kevin Durant sat down for an interview where he gave his opinion on the top 5 rappers that can hoop. Very interesting. Check it out, Hoop Streets. Last one.
go Master P because he actually played in the NBA game.
Right.
Chris Brown for sure. He's just an athletic freak.
Right.
He got that bow leg. This is an indicator for good athletes. When they walking with their pigeon toe, and they walking on their toes, they big toe, they athletes. He can do everything.
Right.
This is an underrated pick. Rowdy Rebel.
Oh, I haven't hooped with him before.
I like his movements. Rowdy Rebel, my third. Davies for sure. 6'6". He actually grew up playing in the same programs as Davies.
Wow. Right.
And I'm gonna go Cole.
J. Cole. Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. He actually worked out, played in the league, and a lot of these dudes don't even never ran full speed in their life. You know what I'm saying?
So you saw his list. Is his list accurate? And who do y'all think would, as rappers and entertainers, because we've had plenty of all-star games where plenty of entertainers got out there and tried to hoop. Who do y'all think were the best hoopers amongst those groups of individuals that came out there? You had the Biebers, you had Common, you had Latifah, Cube, all these people. Well, what y'all think?
I rock with his list that he got.
I definitely could rock with Master P. I definitely could rock with Chris Brown. I've actually seen Davies play ball before. So I definitely could rock with them, but I don't know. The rest of these cats is trash, man. I can't be rocking with some of the cats, man. I need to see y'all physically for myself to be like, all right, yeah, you could ball here, but some of them, like the majority of them, I do agree with his list though.
J. Cole was playing overseas during his rap career, so
definitely.
Didn't know that.
Of course, Master P. Master P stole the ball and went to the 3-point line and shot it with nobody else down there. a lot of people don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Davies, he played school ball. I think he played college ball too before all this rapping.
But you know what's so funny though? You know what's so funny on that, Vic, that you brought that up, because I would go reverse. Ball players who thought they was rappers.
Yeah. 2 Chainz did it though. He hooped in a high school, and he did a little in college too. But rapping was on his mind.
Cameron, you know who I hear is nice out of the shot? Yeah. I hear Lupe is nice out of the shot.
Who?
Yeah, Lupe Fiasco.
I hear he's nice.
I've heard about that too.
Get to the cup.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? You brought him up, Vic. I never heard or seen him play, but I met him in person because, God rest his soul, my cousin Stack Bundles, that's how I met Lupe, because him and Stack was actually supposed to be in a group together.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was how that fell through, because Stack had actually moved to Chicago for almost a year, and how that fell through was my cousin's father. It was some contract disputes going on and stuff like that, and that's why it never transpired, because my cousin had told me about Kanye West before I even knew Kanye West was, and he was like, he was making beats for us. His name is Kanye West from Chicago, and it was funny because a year later was when I heard about Kanye, when he started rocking with Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Fire.
Hey, hey, didn't Kanye score 100 points playing against some kids in wheelchairs? No, remember that, huh?
Yeah. That is crazy.
Seriously?
It is, yo. Look it up.
There's a lot of history out there, man.
You heard that through the wire, right?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. I swear. Yeah, 2 Chainz.
It's on you, bro.
So on me. So we're gonna get into the game of the week, right? Yes, sir. We're gonna talk about the Impact Game of the Week. And this week, if you watch the games, we kind of had a treat. We got to see OKC go up against the cream of the crop of the East. They played the Knicks, then they played Boston, and then we had an incredible game against the Cavs, and then they played the Knicks again. First Knicks game was kind of close up until the end. The Thunder locked them down on defense at the end of the game. Even though, and at one point the Knicks were up 14, but the Cavs came, the OKC came back and won it. The Boston game when OKC played Boston, they shut them down. I believe in one quarter they held Boston to, I believe, 15 points. I'm trying to remember off my head, something like that. But they held Boston under 100 points, which is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Considering who Boston is. And then we had the amazing game between the Cavs and the Thunder. I don't know if this was like a finals preview or whatever, but I mean, you got two teams, they're both over 30 wins, you know what I'm saying, at this point, this early in the season. And I would, pretty safe to say this early in the season, these are the two best teams. And they went at it, man. And the Cavs were victorious. And the Cavs won, even with Donovan Mitchell having to deal. He was in the torture chamber all damn game. Lou Dort had him locked up. He shot 3 for 16, and the Cavs still won. And how did they win? They won through their big man, man. They won with Mobley and they won with Allen, man. And it was a great game. It was a great game.
I think he only had 11 points in that game too.
Man. No, he was locked up. Dort was on him. There was actually a clip, and I was trying to find it, but I couldn't. Where Donovan had the ball, and he was trying to do his thing and get by Dort, hit him with a spin. And if you watch their feet, they showed in slow motion. Dort's feet mirrored. I never seen nothing like it. It mirrored every step that Mitchell took. Like Mitchell would step with his right foot, and Dort would step with his left. It was like they was dancing almost.
He's a good defender.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, and SGA did his thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, just the Cavs are just. It was the best defense against the best offense, and in this game, the best offense won, even with their best offensive player getting locked up. You know what I mean? Their offense is just crisp. Dudes is coming off the bench, hitting threes. Ty Jerome, but man, Allen had a game. Mobley is dominant in the paint now. I don't know what it is that he's figured out, but he's tough, man. When he gets in that mid post, he's making moves with force and with decisiveness. You feel me? And so I think it was a preview of what the finals could be. I don't know if the NBA is going to be a fan of two small market teams be in the finals. You know what I'm saying? But yes. What do y'all think of that? What do y'all think of these two teams being the best teams in the NBA right now?
It could be. You know what I mean?
That's a possibility, but I don't think it's going to happen because, like Sean always said, it's business ball.
Yeah.
It's not that city's turn yet. You see what I'm saying? Because they gave one to LeBron. Welcome back, LeBron. You know what I mean? And OKC. If they didn't keep Harden and let them get it when they were supposed to get it, it's gonna be a little while. It's gonna be a little while. Yeah.
Hey,
they're gonna jerk them.
Hey, we got two new people added to the show. Smiles and Tomcat.
Smiley! What's up, man?
Of the week.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, everybody?
Right,
How you doing? We want your opinion, so let's start with Smiles. Do you agree with Ab? Do you think that the OKC Cleveland game was the impact game of the week, or was there another game that we were supposed to be paying attention to that might have more impact on the league?
No, that was the impact game of the week. That might have been one of the games of the year. Yeah, that was a tough game.
Yeah,
that was a tough game right there.
NBA got one right for a change.
Yeah, no, that was a tough game. That was a great game. That was a great game. I mean, back and forth, seesaw and back and forth. SGA doing his thing. Mobley doing his thing. I mean, yeah. It was a good game.
Now,
I would definitely rate it one of the top 5 games of the year, easily.
Now, as y'all was saying, would there be a preview or is it the preview of the finals? If the ball goes through the hoop, anything can happen.
All right.
Even though the referees got that whistle, if the ball goes through the hoop, anything can happen.
Yes, sir.
I still think Dallas is the team to beat. I don't know. I like their bigs. I mean, you know, when you got Lively and you got Gafford, I mean, I don't know. It should be Dallas and OKC in the conference finals, though.
Yeah, I like that.
You think
everybody else is broke. Everybody else is broke down.
Yeah.
Phoenix is broke down.
You know, I can see that.
You think Dallas can maintain? You think Dallas can maintain with? I'm sorry. I just want before we leave Dallas. Do you think Dallas is gonna be able to maintain? Because Luka and Kyrie are both hurt.
Yeah, they gotta get healthy. They gotta get healthy though.
Yeah.
They gotta get healthy.
Put it like, all right, if the others show up, then there's a possibility.
Yeah.
You always have them others show up. Two can't do it.
Yeah, I think it's a possibility because I think Denver's time has passed already. They're not winning no more championships there in Denver.
No.
They gave up too much.
And
they're a wheelchair classic now.
We already know where the Lakers is at, and we already know what Golden State is at. We know what Minnesota ain't the same since Cat left. So yeah, I can see Dallas. I can see Dallas and go OKC in the Western Conference Finals.
So what about San Antonio?
I really like Jalen
not
Williams
ready
play
yet.
though. Jalen Williams he's a stud. He does his thing alongside SGA. Jalen Williams, yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Williams is a whole problem.
Yeah, he do his thing. I like him. Yeah.
So let me ask y'all a question on that end, right? In a league that want to jack up, you know, like Chuck said, they want to jack up threes all the time, and offense is the feature, right? Offense is the main event.
Yeah.
A team that locked down on defense might go all the way. What does that say about the way that the league conducts itself and the marketing of it and those sorts of things? Do y'all see a return of more defensive skilled men coming into the pros? Because I have a college football show and I feature Michigan a lot. And one of the things where they was getting whooped on by Ohio State for so long, they designed a whole squad to handle Ohio State's offense. So that's all they did was recruit players that could handle Ohio State's style of offense. And now they whooped them 4 years in a row. So do y'all think that's Av? Do you think that that's what's next to come? Av and Luck, do y'all think that's what's next to come? Drafting more players like Keon Ellis that could really have a defensive presence to, you know, if you want to be competitive within the scope of the NBA the way it currently lays out.
I mean, you know, I'm gonna jump in real quick. It's like, hey, look, once you could find defenders that could defend in a league where the defensive player had so much taken away from them and the offensive player had so much given and handed over to them. You know what I mean? Like I was watching the Knicks game, and what cracked me up was that Greek Freak, 2 plays, going down the middle, traveled, 2 plays. The Knicks game was like, yo, you can hear the whole Madison Square Garden go, sucking air, right? But I'm cracking up because I'm like, yo, your players do the same thing. And y'all don't even blink an eye. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, when the other player doing it, we see all the steps. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, the referee, I got a new name for it. I call it the ref travel. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a ref travel. The ref ain't blowing the whistle. It ain't the player's fault. I'm a play. So what if I stumble and take an extra step? I'm a play. I'm going to shoot this layup. You know what I'm saying? But the ref ain't blowing. So I'm going to say that when a defensive player can come to the league and have an effect in today's game, like OKC is doing right now with their various different players, and the guys that Avarice pointed out to me, the kid in Houston and his brother on another team, don't, you know, it's like, that's like drafting diamonds, bro. Because, hey, I was a defender first and foremost before anything else in ball. I'm going to tell y'all straight. it would be hard for me to survive in a league like this as a defender. When a guy could dribble a ball, pause, look around, and take 2 steps to the bucket just like that, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
You know what's ill is that, like, I mean, you got your star players, but I think right now in the NBA, the most valuable players after your primary stars, your superstar scores and all that is the 3-and-D wing defender, because you need a dude you need at least 1 or 2 dudes that could guard the wing, that could get out there, contest shots, and recover. And that's, you know what I'm saying, your OG Anunobis, your Mikal Bridges, for example, your freaking like Luck mentioned, Amin Thompson. And if you look at the records right now of the teams, the Thunder are 31-6, bro. They got about. We was talking about how good SGA is as a defender. He's probably the 4th or 5th best defender on that team. And Caruso is, as a guard, a DPOY kind of conversation kind of guy. And Holmgren, they're both hurt. So when they come back, you got 2 more great defenders. You know what I'm saying? The Rockets are in 2nd in the Western Conference, where arguably nobody there really should be an all-star, bro. You know what I'm saying? With just all defenders. Freaking, they got Van Vliet and Sengun holding you down on offense. You know what I mean? So it's like if you got defensive wings that could get out there, contest the 3, and you got a moderately good offense, you got a chance in the NBA right now, man. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna say one more thing, Vic, and I ain't gonna take long. I will say this, and you know that I go with the older era before I go with the newer era. Everybody knows I'm a criminal with that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this. I'll say this though. My name on it. If today's player could become a solid, effective defender in today's league, that man could play defense in any era.
Nah, it's too physical. Back then was too physical, and they cry now. They cry now.
But Tomcat, look at it like this, right? Look at it like this, though. And you're going to feel where I'm coming from, Tomcat. Check this out. In our time, you could not take 3 steps to the basket and get away with it. In our time, you couldn't take 4 steps. In our time, you could not discontinue and get away with it. In our time. But they could get away with it now. And if today's defender could defend against that successfully, stop that man the first time, stay with him, and be alert, because you may have to stop him a half a second time, because he's going to take 3 steps out of nowhere without dribbling. You got to give him people some credit, bro. You got to give it to him, Tomcat. Think about it that way.
But it ain't no physicalness, so he can go do all that. If he was to come through the hole on the first one, it wouldn't be no whistle in the back in the day. Now it's tweet, 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 tweet.
I hear
you. But they're allowing them to discontinue a whole lot.
Too much.
I mean, this whole thing. Look, you know for sure. I send you things.
Yes, you
and
do.
I know you'd be like, wait a minute, what's that?
Yeah.
2 out of 10 moves that they try to regulate, like try to get the NBA and college to agree with. 2 out of 10 each time. Good. But 10, I mean, the other 8, come on, man. Michael Beasley even got into the thing. I said, come on, man, you moonwalking now.
Yeah.
All right. We got anything else on this segment, or what you think?
I just wanted to say they let him get away with a lot. They let him get. I personally, the biggest thing for me that irks me is that offensive players are allowed to be physical, whereas defensive players aren't. So you get a lot of dudes. Right. As long as you don't extend that chicken wing, you keep that arm in. You could charge all day, bro. You could lower your shoulder and run dudes over, bump them off. They won't call it until you extend that arm. But if you're a defensive player and you wall up, 9 out of 10, you're gonna get the block. They're gonna call the blocking foul on you, and that even handicaps the defensive player even more. But that just bothers the hell out of me. But go ahead, bro. We can move on.
All right.
Transform and roll out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Word up.
So we're gonna get in. It's on you, Luck. We're gonna get into these sponsors, man.
Where's Luck?
Oh, he didn't get in. All right, Av, hit us off with these sponsors, bro.
Hey, we lost Luck, so I'm gonna let y'all know about these incredible sponsors that support us. Thank you to Total Package Energy, Redeem Vacations, and Bats Footwear.
Bats Footwear. Woo! Look at that. Yeah.
You want to see that one more time?
Look at that. That's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's supposed to be revolutionary soul technology. It's supposed to be like a cross between Vans and Hirachis, where it's supposed to take care. It's supposed to take care of the soul, take care of the impact on the knees and the shins when you walk, and when you athletic, and then it's supposed to have like a little styling of the fat laces and the cross colors and all that. So, shout out to them out of Nashville, man. All melanated.
They got high tops too, or they just start out with low cut.
I have to check on that. I know Ice Spice is jacking them for the shoes, so she wants a pair of them joints, size 6. So this is just giving them a strong shout out. That's my people, that's my family. So gotta have. All right, man. So we moving on, man. We are going to get into the top 10 centers of the modern era. Are we ready with Luck, or we want to wait around for him a little bit?
Yeah, I think we need Luck for this segment.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let me ask the panel, man. Let me put the graphic up. So this is what we're getting ready to start our top 10 centers of the modern era. And there you have some of the greats right there in your face. We won't talk about all of them, but we'll talk about enough of them. Luck is back.
Yeah, pardon me.
Yeah, no problem. So before we get there, let's have a real quick round table about honorary mention for all-time centers. Now, we know who are some of the all-time best centers, but who are some of the best centers that play ball in the NBA that probably won't get that shine? What do y'all think?
Yeah. Also, keep in mind, definitely. Keep in mind, though, we're talking about like, everybody's gonna say Bill Russell and whatnot, but we're kind of talking about like our youth. So we talk about like the 80s and on.
Yeah, 80s, 90s, 2000s, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. But I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead, Sean.
No, I was just saying, Ralph Sampson. They're not going to mention him. You know, if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be Wemby. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just as tall. You know what I'm saying? What, maybe one inch, give or take.
Yeah, he's 7'4".
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, he was the one who revolutionized all that because he could dunk, he could pass, he could do all that, you know.
Yep.
And he probably could shoot the 3 too. So
hell yeah, he could have. They just restricted him.
Yeah.
The wrong era.
Yeah, Ralph Sampson. I definitely throw Bill Cartwright in there too as an underrated.
Yes, Mr. Bill.
Yeah.
And that was the downfall. That's the downfall of the Knicks and the trade up for the Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got that championship though. Give him that one.
And
I'm saying,
getting rid of Rod Strickland and them too. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, man. Patino.
Yeah. The old Patino.
All right, fellas.
Who else got honorary?
Once y'all get into your honorary.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Luck.
Oh, all right. Everybody else went? Because my phone cut off for a second.
I'm down here from Smiley and Tomcat.
They went?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna let them go first.
Don, you want to throw in an honorary mention for one of the better centers to play the game?
That's not like Bill Cartwright. It's crazy because a lot of people that play center that wasn't a natural position, I guess. So I don't know. I can't really think of anybody else. I mean,
what was Kevin Willis? He was power forward or center?
I'll say he was more power forward to me.
But he was both. He was a 7-footer, and he was both.
All right, we're gonna go with Smits. We're gonna go with Smits.
I would say somebody that.
Okay.
Rick Smith. I would say Rick Smith.
The Duncan Dutchman.
I would say somebody that was underrated from back in the 80s, that never got recognition, but he actually played hella defense. You guys all might know he played for the Mavericks, James Donaldson.
Huh? Oh my God!
Oh
wow.
yeah!
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yo, for me to say wow, wow.
That's digging in the archives right there.
That's digging in the archives. Fight,
digging in the crate.
That's a fire moment.
Yes, sir.
He's on fire.
All right, Ab. All right, Luck. Let's run through your honorable mentions and let's get into it.
All right, so it's funny. Like from 15 to 11, I got DeMarcus Cousins, and I say because of injury. Paul Gasol, even though we had him at power forward, he played center too. Dwight Howard, I got him there. Anthony Davis, I got him street clothes. You know, the whole street clothes time period kept him out of the top 10. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Charles Barkley would look good on him. You know what I mean? And you know what? I have to get rid of this one pick because when I look back on it, when we came on the screen, I said, oh, shoot, now most of his glory time was in the 70s. So I had Bill Walton, but I can't because in the 80s, he wasn't no good like that. He was good coming off the bench, and he wasn't no good like that. But his 80s time wasn't good enough. So I'm going to say Bill Cartwright. I'm gonna roll with these guys. Bill Cartwright. Yeah.
All right. My honorable mentions. Hey, I'm rocking with you with DeMarcus Cousins. I used to call him Swollen Mellow because he was like a big chubby version of Carmelo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Alonzo Mourning. I gotta get Dikembe his props. You know what I'm saying? Camby, Jermaine O'Neal,
Marcus Camby, very good, very good.
Yeah. Ben Wallace.
Santa.
My man mentioned Rick Smits. I have him up here, and I despise this dude. Yeah, I used to despise this dude because he was a freaking Celtic, but I had to give Parrish's Robert Parrish's props.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go. I also said Brad Daugherty on the Cavs. He was kind of
nice.
And
he was nice.
And I went with, fun fact, the dude that's the leading scorer, the all-time leading scorer of the Nets is Brook Lopez. If y'all don't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You said boo?
Yeah. And I just threw Wemby in there now in the honorable mentions because he don't deserve to even be in the conversation. But he's too young. But he's gonna be there one day, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that was the dudes that I had as honorable mention.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I'm not going to contribute to the centers list tonight, but I'll throw a name out there. And I'm not sure if you guys have them in your 10 through 6, but Arvydas Sabonis.
Yeah.
That's right.
Honorable mention.
Sabonis's pops. Yeah, the young Sabonis pop. Yeah. Pop.
Yeah.
For the Blazers.
Him and Vlade Divac started all this 3-point shooting with these centers.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Now, actually, Bill Laimbeer, he started it, and I forgot to put him in my honorable mention. But Bill,
you know what?
I
meant to, and I forgot to.
Bill Laimbeer was a tough one.
The dinosaur, the Tyrannosaurus Rex with the short arms, but he could have shoot. I'll give him that. He was the first stretch center, the first stretch.
Hey, Smiles, you got an honorable mention center?
Honorable mention? I go with a name that nobody said. Kevin Duckworth.
Wow.
Good call.
Yeah. Hey, man. You picked a good one.
That's
right
a nice
there.
one. That's a nice one.
Kevin Duckworth. Kevin Duckworth.
He played a dirty ball.
Bowls, yeah.
The Duck, yeah.
You know what's so sad? Sad? The sad part is that Smiles remembered to put him in there, and I didn't. And I worked with that man's like half brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. I work with his brother. That's crazy.
Yeah, ain't that something?
Kevin Duckworth, yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, y'all ready to run off 10 through 6?
10 through 6. Luck, set it off, Luck.
All right. Okay, so
is this
I
like in
kind
order?
of stole a concept of yours, and for
The
my
10
number
through
10,
6,
I got
yes.
a split. My number 10 is a split. I got
Okay.
Artist Gilmore, right? I got
Okay.
Artist Gilmore, who put in work, and I got Ralph Sampson because, barring injury, Ralph would have been in my top 5, barring injury. But injury hit him, so I got Ralph at 10 because he's such an innovator for the 7-foot guy that's mobile, right? Robert Parrish at number 9, Patrick Ewing at number 8, David the Admiral Robinson at number 7, and my number 6 is Moses Malone.
Okay.
Okay.
4.
Y'all boys in today.
Okay.
Getting it in. Damn.
So my number 10 is a dude that still plays that is kind of a disappointment, but is incredibly skilled offensively. Is Joel Embiid.
Yo, hold on one sec. That shirt he got. Whoa.
Oh, that's nice, bro.
Whoa.
That's nice, bro.
Yeah, that's the Artist Gilmore's number. Yo, Tom is about that life.
That's nice.
That's beautiful, man.
Put that up one more time.
Look at that. Number 53.
Number 53, Artist Gilmore. Bang. Bang.
That's dope, bro.
Wow. Salute.
That's
Salute.
dope.
Salute. Artist Gilmore.
Hardwood classics.
He was a bad man.
All right, give us your list, bro. Give us your list.
All right, so my number 10 is Embiid. You know, hate it or love it. I don't know. I feel like I had to put him there because he's an offensive monster when his knees are intact. Number 9, I got Yao Ming.
The Wall of China. Okay.
Yeah. Number 8, I had to put Dwight Howard. You know, in his prime, he was a defensive monster. Number 7, I got Big Pat. And number 6, I put Jokic. This kind of hurt my heart because it was kind of hard to put Jokic over Pat, but he got a ring, bro. So you know what I mean. But anyway, and that's my 10 to 6.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You got Embiid. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's kind of a what if. He's kind of my what if.
Okay. Embiid against.
I ain't gonna lie. You kind of making me mad because you put David Robinson too low. I'm not gonna lie. But
all right. I'm a little mad that Embiid's even on this damn list. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I take Artist Gilmore over Embiid. I take Artist Gilmore over Embiid. Oh,
man
let's
was
shoot the fair one.
Man was scoring more than a
let's shoot the
minute, bro.
Hey,
man was scoring more than a point a minute, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. But who you got in? Why don't you rock out with your number 5, sir?
Okay. You're gonna be happy at who I got at number 5. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked that he's not in your top 5.
Are we still doing 10 to? Are we still doing 10 to 6 or?
No, those are our 10 to 6 rankings of center. Well, the dudes we just said.
Okay.
You had a comment about that 10 to 6? Go ahead.
I had a different 10 to 6.
Okay.
Run it down.
Say what you got.
I got Alonzo Mourning at 10. At 10. At 9, I got Ewing. At 8, I got Embiid.
Whoa.
At 7, I got who I got? 7. I would say, wow. 7. I got my list right here. I would say David Robinson. Number 6, I would say Shaq at 6.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree with that.
At 5, I would put Olajuwon. At 4, I would put Moses Malone. At 3, I would put.
That's how I praise.
At 3, I would put. I forgot.
Okay.
Jokic. At 2, I would. At 2, I would put. I forgot number 2. But at 1, I would put Kareem though. No, I would put Kareem at 1.
All right, well.
Okay. All right.
Luck, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You probably had Hakeem. You probably had Hakeem. I don't think you said Olajuwon, did you?
Yeah, I think I said yeah.
Yeah, he said Olajuwon.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, we shooting fades out here on the 10 on the 10 to 6. We shooting fades out here, boy.
You got
we fitting the squabble. We fitting the squabble.
Moses Malone was tough, man. I gotta put him in there.
No, I love Moses. I love Moses.
Moses was tough.
It was hard for me to leave him out the top 5. It was hard. It was hardcore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my number 5 is I got Jokic at number 5. I thought you would have had him in the top 5 somewhere. I got Jokic up there. I got Jokic up there.
96.
I got him. The MVP's run me over. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably the best passing center of all times. Yeah. Even better than Brad Daugherty, because Brad Daugherty was the best passing center for a long time.
Yeah, no.
Long time.
Jokic is by far. It's not even. I don't even think it's close, honestly. He's the best passer.
He's a hell of a passer. He's a hell of a passer.
I like D-Lock. I like D-Lock over him.
Yeah?
I like D-Lock. Yeah, I like D-Lock over him passing wise. Yeah.
All right.
Now, D-Lock was nice at passing. You're right.
Yeah.
D-Lock was killing him.
He was nice.
Killing him on the pick and roll, on the pass, man. He was nuts.
Yeah, D-Lock was nice, though. I ain't gonna hold you up. I forgot to put him in my honorables, but he was nice. So I got Jokic at number 5. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Who you got?
So for my number 5, I got Moses Malone. He probably got the one record that's never going to be touched in the NBA. That's for offensive rebounds. Nobody is going to. The next closest person, I think, is like something like 2,000 or 3,000 rebounds behind him. It's crazy. Like the gap is stupid.
That's a lot of people.
Does he have the record for the most shattered backboards?
See, that's another one of my honorable mentions. Dal Dawkins.
I don't know how I didn't write him down. I didn't write him down.
Yeah,
I should have had him for my honorable mentions too. Dal Dawkins, bad man. He showed you how to break a backboard. Give him that. But I love the fact that you got Moses in the top 5, bro. I love that. I respect that. I love Moses. I respect that.
One of the greats.
All right, so my number 4 is Tim, the big fundamental Duncan, right where he need to be. He's not a power forward.
He's a power forward. He's a power forward.
He was hiding out.
He's a power forward.
He's a ringer.
Yo, somebody put David Robinson up there.
David Robinson was the center.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
He was a power forward.
He's a center. You know why? 63% of his career was at center, and that's a fact. That's a fact. That's
after Robinson left?
Yeah.
Robinson left?
Listen. Definitely after Robinson left. But the thing is this, though. The man was a center 63%, 65% the stats said in the NBA. Not to mention high school through college, a center, my friend.
Yeah, but that's not the NBA.
Okay, but the statistic clearly said, though, and I could bring it back. I just got to look for it. I can bring it back. But it's on last week's show on public record. 63 to 65% of his career was at center. That's what the statistics said, not me.
Let me ask you this, Buck. Let me ask you this. 3 of his championships, he was the power forward, right?
I ain't gonna hold you up. You got
he got 5 chips. But like 3 of the chips, right?
Okay, I'm leaning on you with that one. I'm gonna say yes because I'm being real with you.
Or we could look at I was out to
lunch, God. So if you
we could look at the
I'm
centers
rolling with you on it.
that he played with. He won with Robinson, right?
Paul Westphal.
Okay.
He won with who was that? Splitter, Thiago Splitter.
Yeah,
big Brazilian dude. He played with him in center.
Yeah,
but I think the fact is that as Duncan slowed down a little bit, like all of the great power forwards do, they switched to center. But he played it more often, and he had the body of a center, and he was playing power forwards.
Oh yeah,
7-footer. I'm telling you, that man's a center hiding out on a power forward. You know what it was? It was like this. It was like in Houston. Ralph Sampson was a center. You know, if I had him at number 10, right? But he was so skilled that when they brought Hakeem over, and Moses was still teaching Hakeem how to move in the post. You know what I'm saying? That the only position Hakeem could have played was center. He couldn't do the other positions like Ralph could. So that's why Ralph said, "Oh yeah, I'll play power forward. I'm gonna live my best life. I can dribble the ball more, run up and down the court more. I'm with it." You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was what Duncan was doing.
That's an ill front court.
He can play street ball now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's what he did.
Yeah.
When he went to power forward,
that's my number 4. That's my number 4. What's yours?
All right, so my number 4 is the Admiral David Robinson.
Oh, them boys got 98 ratings. Stone cold,
bro.
Jeez.
This is giving you 27 points, smacking everything around the rim, defending, protecting the rim. You know what I'm saying? Outrunning your center.
Oh yeah.
Bodying him. You know? You know what I mean? You might get knocked out by Karl Malone. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying?
I'm still to this day ain't nobody stepped to that man when they knocked him out. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Nobody
stepped. He shoved him out of bounds that time. That's what you talking about?
No, when he knocked. No, he knocked him out. He knocked him out. But when he caught Isaiah got leaked. He leaked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. He was doing that then. You know what I'm saying? But nobody stepped to Karl Malone. Admiral stayed on the floor.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Because
nobody stepped to him. Yeah.
And that was their man. This is our bread and butter. Nobody jump off. It was no Pacers Detroit thing.
But I just recently seen an interview with Kenyon Martin. He said I got him back for Isaiah shit.
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
he did. He knocked it down.
Yeah, he
knocked him out.
Hey man, you spoiled my thunder. That was supposed to come up soon. That was supposed to be a segment. NBA beef.
Oh, my bad.
In the bonus, man. Legendary NBA beef and how they settle it on and off the court. Look out for that. That's coming up.
All right.
Sure. He ate his food. But yes, that's my number 4.
Let's jump into 3, man, because we right on the cuff.
Okay. So you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? Before we get to 3, the craziest thing is that number 4 is owned by the San Antonio Spurs. You put David and I put Tim. That's crazy right there. That's crazy. But this is the reason why Tim Duncan was hiding out at power forward. My number 3, Shaq Attack. Number 3, Shaq Attack.
Okay.
He got 98 too.
I don't even think I got to talk about him. The most dominant player at his apex. Without injuries, without the lower back issues, he was the most dominant player the league might have ever seen. Big man.
Yeah. Round 1, fight.
That's what's up.
I don't think there'll be one on this one. I don't think anybody wants to squabble with Shaq.
I got beef, love.
I don't think anybody wants to squabble with Shaq.
I got beef with that pick, bro. I think he was the most lazy big man in his position.
True. That's also true.
His skills could have been 5 times better than they were. He would never 100%. Because talented, lazy as hell. He blew up to look like Zion Williams.
Yeah. When he was 303, he was the dude.
Never like that man. Yeah, I mean, he was the biggest dude you could ever want to deal with, and that was his talent set. But if you go through your whole career and you can't shoot a free throw consistently, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He could have averaged 40.
And he said he didn't get in shape because he had Kobe.
Yeah.
He said he didn't get in shape because he had Kobe.
Yeah.
And Kobe always said they could have won 2 more championships if his ass was in shape.
Yo, I shouldn't have favored with everybody tonight, boy. But if you look back, if you think, hold on, I'm getting in my little defensive pose. Now, what I'm saying is this, though, right? If and only if you spin back the tape, I clearly protected myself. I insulated myself early. I said at his apex, the most dominant center of all times at his apex. If you
Orlando Magic.
I said at his apex because I knew the lazy was gonna come. The fact that it didn't work out, that's why his back went bad, and I get that too. But hey, this is a man that was doing what Darryl Dawkins was doing in the new era. He was breaking backboards. This is a man that was doing. This is a man that was doing what Ralph Sampson was doing. Look at this guy. Look how great this guy was. This is a guy that was doing what Ralph Sampson was doing by bringing the ball up every now and again on a fast break and banging it coast to coast. I mean,
so look,
attack.
So like you talking about Orlando Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay, Orlando Shaq.
Orlando
okay.
Shaq. Prime
okay.
Shaq. Right?
Okay.
All the way live.
Okay.
And also, he was the guard maker. He made Orlando not draft. He made Orlando trade a prime Chris Webber to get his hands on Penny. He's a guard maker. He went to LA.
That was the right move.
LA, and all of a sudden, Kobe's game elevated when he went to LA. Not saying that he had the work ethic, but he motivated him because Kobe wanted to beat a man. But to beat a man, you got to do what, Ric Flair? Beat the man, right? Then he went to Miami. He said, I'm tired of the Kobe show. Went to Miami, made Wayne believe in himself. Shaq is the guard maker. God.
Who you got at 3, Av?
At 3, I got, in my personal opinion, the greatest center of all time. But because of the time era, because we're starting at in the 80s, 79, 80 was the last time he got an MVP. And after that, his career kind of declined. I got number 3 is the captain, man. I got Kareem.
I'm reserving my right. What? I'm reserving my right.
Man, get that power forward out of here.
Yeah, get that.
It's Kareem, man. I honestly, you know what I mean? If we were looking at all time, he would be number 1. I put him number 1 against anybody, against Bill, Russell, against Will. But if we start from 1980, 79, 80 was the last year that he got an MVP. And he had a few good years after that. I think 5 more, but after that he kind of declined a lot. So in comparison to these other players from this time period on, I got him at number 3.
All right. With that said, in his defense, he didn't have to do that much when you got Michael Cooper and Worthy and all them running down the court. You know what I'm saying? He did his job. He did his job down in the 80s.
He did his job, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I'm reserving my right for the captain later on. As you can see in the background. You see what we rocking.
Right.
We sky hooking. But I'm away. Okay, so who
you got number 2?
Okay, so who I got? I got Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. I got the greatest footwork a big man ever. The man had feet of a forget soccer player, a ballet dancer. Forget soccer player, because we knew he was a soccer player. But forget that. The man was trained by the great Moses Malone. Moses gave that man his license to drive in the NBA. Prior to that, he had learned a lot from Clyde down at with the Houston Cougars. That's said by him. But Moses Malone was the man that gave him what he needed to really make it in the NBA. Hakeem the Dream. I mean, I've seen him demoralize damn near everybody at some point in time.
Your boy Dave.
Yeah, that's why Dave and I in my top 5 because of what Hakeem did to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And him and Pat used to go at it too. But Hakeem edged him in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Hakeem edged him in the finals. You know, and I've seen Hakeem outplay an older Robert Parrish, who I had at number 9 because Parrish won his chips and he played a factor on his team. That's why he's in my top 10. But I've seen Hakeem outplay him too, right? And I've seen Hakeem Olajuwon do a one-man knockout of the entire Laker bench. He beat everybody up in the Western Conference. He mopped the floor with all of them. So I got Hakeem at number 2.
Word. So I agree, man. I got Hakeem at number 2 myself.
I want to see
offensive, low post genius. Defensively, he is out of all these guys defensively, he probably is the best one.
Yeah.
He's also probably the shortest. But yeah.
So he's about 6'10", 6'9".
Yeah, something like that, man. Probably, but definitely the quickest, best defensive one. Not only the blocks, but also he was getting steals. You know what I mean? And he also, fun fact, he also embarrassed the hell out of a young Shaq. He busted Shaq's ass.
Oh yeah, he busted his ass.
When as an old man, and they thought he was over the hill and he couldn't do it. He lit the magic up, bro.
He busted Shaq's ass. Yeah.
And yo, truth be told, I'm glad we agree on Hakeem, man. Let me tell y'all something. Ralph Sampson's my favorite 7-footer, but Hakeem's my favorite center, even though I got him at 2. Kareem, well, anyway, I'm gonna save that, but Hakeem's my actual favorite center to watch. He's exciting.
Okay.
He's versatile and he's exciting. All right, so anyways, so it's time for number 1, right? Unless anybody want to shoot a fade with us on Hakeem being number 2. But
no, that was a unanimous pick. That's why the stars came out. Unanimous.
I'm gonna step back so y'all can see the picture real quick. You know what I'm saying? Allow me to reintroduce myself. I even got the Lakers hat on tonight. The captain is my number 1. All right, and you know what? Not for his 70s accolades. We're going to deal with the 80s. He's the winningest center in the 80s. None of these centers eclipsed the cap in the 80s. Not Robert Parrish, right? In terms of winning chips, was second only to Kareem in the 80s. Not Pat. He was now starting out. Not Hakeem. He was now starting out. Now Ralph, he got hurt too early. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from 1980, and I didn't even count 79, 1980 season. I counted 1980, 81 season to be fair, right?
Okay.
He's averaging in his 20s all the way up until 80, 85, 86 is the last season of his 20-point production. Then he went down to 17. You know what I'm saying? So from 1980, the man was averaging 26 points a game. 81, 23 points a game. 21 points a game after that, 21 after that, 22 after that, 23, then 17. All right? And 87, 88, granted, that's where he should have just retired, in my opinion, but he wanted to hang on, right? And he won a chip, I believe, in 87, 88, 14 points a game, then 10 points, and then he wisely retired. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wisely. But
hell of a durable dude, man. That dude was durable. He played
40
with
years of
injury. Always showed up.
Always showed up. 41 years of age, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's give him his credit. You know, now I'm going to say that his 80s numbers, in the 80s numbers alone, he had a career that was better than a lot of people for their entire, run. You know what I'm saying? So I got the cap.
I could rock with that.
Got the cap.
Well, that's it right there.
I rest my case for the cap.
Well, my number 1.
I've got to give his number 1.
My number one for the modern era is the dude, obviously, that I haven't mentioned yet, Shaquille O'Neal, man.
Okay. All right.
You know.
Well, you had him there in your top. Okay.
Yeah, of course. He's a freaking monster, man. This is the dude that when you played against him, your center,
talk that talk.
Your second string center, your power forward, and your second string power forward were all in foul trouble by the second quarter. You couldn't do nothing with this dude. In his prime, you couldn't do nothing with this dude, man. And yes, he was lazy. Why was he lazy? Because he was given the gifts that God gave him that enabled him to play a certain particular way that nobody else could. So it's not like this is a dude that you can't emulate. You can't be like, hey kids, look at this guy. If you practice, you could play like him. You can't, because you're not 7'2". You're not ridiculously fast for the giant human that you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he got a 3-peat. Who else on this list got a 3-peat?
Damn, cricket.
That's true.
Yo, give him a fire for that one, bro. Even I can't beat that one. Give him a fire. There we go. You got a fire moment. I'm humbled on that.
That's my number one, man. That's my number one.
I forgot all about that 3-peat stuff. Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Damn. All right. I might have a little blood in my mouth on that one, bro. Mike could have a little bit of blood, because we're not just dealing with the 80s, we're also dealing with the 90s, you know what I mean? So
all due respect, if we're doing all time, as I stated previously, it's Kareem, hands down.
Okay.
Kareem, hands down. One of the 3 greatest players of all time.
Absolutely.
Because Kareem had that record for 38 years.
Yeah, man.
Hook shot.
He was the champion of all of it for 38 years. I bet you he was pointing at cats too. Yeah, you might be this, but I got the all-time score.
Yep.
And he earned it. Though.
Yeah, he earned it. You earned it. Tough era. They outlawed Duncan because of this guy at Powell Memorial named Lou Alcindor. Look at all the people that had to suffer because of Kareem. Dr. J had to suffer. He ran to the ABA so he could dunk. David Thompson had to run to the ABA so he could dunk. You know what I'm saying? Connie Hawkins never got his best dunks off because he wasn't outlawed. It was outlawed. He couldn't dunk in the NBA. Poor guy.
He had to play for the Globetrotters to get the dunks off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
him and Wilt.
Look at this too.
Yeah,
David Thompson invented the alley-oop. Why? Because of Kareem. Because they outlawed dunking on Kareem, so David Thompson, who wanted to dunk, had to find something else to do and invented the alley-oop. David Thompson.
Wow.
6'4". I yield the floor.
Well, it's about that time, folks. We're gonna close this out. Before we do that, thank you to everybody who's watching. Thank you to you, brothers, for joining us.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate your input. Anytime y'all want to come on, man, jump on and come on here and chop it up with us. We definitely enjoy your presence.
Smiley, it's good seeing you again, man.
Yeah, you too, my brother. You too.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Like, comment, subscribe, everybody. And yeah, we out, man. In the bonus. Peace and love.